few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set. Get set to do battle with the Minnesota. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Off the play fake, Mon. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they get...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Nwangwu now from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, here's Nwangwu. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
They'll check that down to Nwangwu out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The big fella. Past the 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Taylor. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first two didn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here. Mon under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Mon. And the pressure gets to him again. Quiddy Pay. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the...
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Marcus May with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it? Not good, and we saw the result.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Mon. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First and 10, Taylor now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to Taylor on first down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On the give is Nwangu, and he gets it down to the 32.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Nwangu. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Bond looks to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That was the 8th fitting pickup of 8 yards from the. They come on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Here's Mond. They're going for it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
From the 29, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A big play there on the catch and run.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kellen Mond, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Devin Bush able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Get ready. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. I got him. Like 22. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Mahomes will throw for it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, here's Mon. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Mon. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first and 10, here's Mon. Wide open receiver, complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Kene Nwangu. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Mon. Left side here, and it's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Mon now off of play action. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback. But now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Mahomes to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they work this out past the 25. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Kansas City, it's an idea.